Stop, wait a second. Okay, here we go. Do you see my screen?
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. All right, so I'll be focusing on the impact of Web3 on fashion industry's future. Today, talking mostly about how it impacts on content creators, which are fashion photographers, creative directors, and the model agencies. This is something that I have a deep connection because I've been in content creation field as a media producer and creative director for quite a bit of time. I used to be a fashion designer for many years until I switched my path to fashion design. And then I graduated from fashion design and I worked in the field for fashion brands locally in Canada. And after that, somehow I moved more into creative direction and media production, like within the marketing field. So basically, that's about me, a little intro. And I will be talking and covering subject regarding how the Web3 technologies and the whole evolution impacts on content creation and model agencies, which is very, very interesting. And I have to say, we live in amazing times because we witnessed the film cameras to capture the whole fashion aspect. And now we still do traditional ways to photograph real human models with digital cameras and using lots of contemporary software to edit and manipulate with pictures and videos. And now we started in the whole new chapter, which is the Web3, where everything is created digitally. And I feel like I'm a very blessed person to actually live through all these times and being able to touch every single medium, and it's just fun. Like I even have goosebumps right now. So as the evolution of technology evolve, of course the roles are changing, and photographers now they craft digital words. They're not on the field anymore. They're not setting up the light, the real physical light. They are doing everything digitally, creating everything from scratch till the end, using the digital avatars and contributing to virtual campaigns and runways. And we're already seeing the first fashion weeks, digital fashion weeks, AI fashion weeks, and it's just like super, super intriguing and captivating. So this is the whole new paradigm. The fashion landscape is changing fundamentally. It's about embracing creative possibilities. We will explore now the shapes of future of photography and modeling. So right now we'll dive into this whole thing. I'm sure everyone on the planet saw this campaign this summer. There's this whole thing of merging digital with real life, and brand Jacquemus, the French brand Jacquemus, experiments a lot with the digital, mixing with real and human. And it's just captivating the way they storytell and show off their brand. I'm a big fan of their branding, and I think it's just what we are ready for. It's not fully digital and metaverse. It is the elements of digitalness in our human life, and that's how I like this aspect I like about that. And of course, we have 3D modeling in digital avatars as well. And honestly, while I was preparing for this presentation, I found out a lot of interesting things that I had no idea actually, because I'm not fully integrated yet, but we're looking at the first digital model that is rocking the fashion industry right now. This model name is Shadu, or I'm not sure what's the proper pronunciation, but she's one of the first models at the Digital's model agency. And she's basically modeling for big brands right now, making a lot of money and having a crazy following on Instagram and social media. You can see right now she was posing for Furla and Annex and in any other campaigns. Even I believe if I can show you. This is the model agency. She represents by them. So she was modeling for BMW and she participated in many campaigns and being photographed for many different magazines and digital fashion editorials. And I look at some pictures and I'm like just super captivated how it looks real. And some pictures I'm not even able to tell if it's real or not. I mean, here we can see it's not real, but I've seen some pictures and I was like, whoa, this is another level. This is the look at this one. Do you see the screen, Mike? Right now? So basically, this is just another world. I looked at these pictures and I was like, whoa, that's real. The future is now. We can see also all diversity represented by this agency, the female, the male, different ethnicities and backgrounds. Another something that I was super captivated about, and honestly, I had no idea, it's a virtual influencers. And it's just shaking up the whole industry. And it's presenting like lots of opportunities and challenges right now. Basically, the raw influencers like this one, like you can see on the slides, Lil Miquela. She has a massive amount of followers and it's like the whole lifestyle of this avatar. They changing the outfits, the places where she is. There is YouTube videos about her.
You're probably asking yourself, how is this robot talking to me right now? Did y'all hear about the robot invasion of 2020? I mean, I've been around for a minute, but I feel like last year was on a whole lot of them. If you're late to the party, hey, I'm Michaela. I'm a 19-year-old robot living in LA making music and, well, I guess just keep watching and catch up. There's a reason why you're here. You belong. This is where dreams exceed expectations and where strangers become friends. This is a place where we connect.
So here we go. This is the whole new level of opportunities in influencing marketing and how you can create the whole new persona, digital persona that lives a certain life, and everything is scheduled and branded. Everything is packed, basically. So in a way, it kind of blows my mind to think what's future will look like, and it's a bit scary. It's fascinating, but it is scary because how we're gonna keep this connection between human world and digital, and how we're gonna consume the products, and will we be driven by not even real personas that don't even feel, or they don't exist in real life? Like, how will that work? And I believe it's all about balancing tradition and innovation, because we're still human, we still live on this planet, we feel, we eat, we move, we wear real clothes, and we don't want to lose this human element and touch. And I really like this garment studio brand. This is a digital brand. They actually finding this amazing balance in their storytelling. They always showcase the garments that they made on themselves, while their digital persona basically representing the whole fashion that they do. And I would like to also show you some videos about that, because this is just super, super interesting, the way they storytell about their fashion.
Completely change your design. Here is a straight collar, which is not very interesting. Let's try and shape it to make it look nicer. It could work, but not for this jacket. Now check what happens if I make the collar convex where it connects to the neckline. It wraps beautifully around the neck, and why not also spice it up? What if, instead of the convex shape, we go in the opposite direction? The collar now has a tendency to wrap around the garment instead of the neck. So, quick recap, convex is good for bomber jackets, concave for pretty much everything else.
Oh, one of another favorites of mine.
Gucci, McQueen, Prada, Balenciaga. These are just a few brands that are manufactured here in the suburbs of Florence, but the fabrics that they use aren't made in-house. The vast majority of their textiles get produced here in Prato, and they always make more than they need because in their eyes, it's better to have more than not enough. What doesn't end up getting used arrives here in a few warehouses in the area where they get sold in small batches, but other high street brands can't simply go there and buy the fabrics because the quantities are usually too small. In some cases, no more than enough for 10 or so items.
Japanese denim, even called red selvage. It's the best quality denim there is.
The effort that goes into designing and then sampling, photographing from.
I think you got an idea. Okay, I've got a message from Frankie. Sorry, I cannot check it right now.
Don't worry.
Ah, say it again.
All good, all good. It's
All
great.
good?
Yeah.
Do you see the stuff? Like, it's all good?
Yes, we can
We're
hear
on
it and
track with
everything. I
time?
was worried for a second about the audio, but we can hear it, so it's great.
Okay, awesome. But I'm giving away this presentation. There is links, so you can able to go and check all the visuals and videos. So it's going to be easy. I just wanted to share with you how this brand is balancing tradition and innovation in a very amazing way. The storytelling is just on point. If I would do my digital brand, this is something I would definitely be focusing on, creating my own persona, digital, but also having a lot of human element to it, because we still need to wear these clothes. We're still real, and we still want to feel the craft, the fabrics. We should feel comfortable in it. Is there any challenges in this field? I honestly don't think so. In the near future, I believe in the coexisting of digital and physical, because honestly, I don't think the human aspect will go away, because we're still here, we're alive, and we deal with the real problems. And I believe the newest generation, they will be a little bit more of a deep connection to whole digital world and avatars and this digital influencers. But I believe if we push this coexistence of human and digital, it will work just fine. This is something also very interesting, the monetizing digital likeness. What is digital likeness? It refers to a lifelike digital versions of model actor that can be used in various digital media, such as advertisement, virtual shows, or even video games. Basically, it's the same digital avatars, but in this case, it's a digital clone of real existing person. This is a very tricky area, and there is a lot of gray area in the legal, ethical, and copyright aspects of it. Model agencies and big popular media personas, they are looking into monetizing their digital likeness, because this is something you can have a lot of opportunities on, because the digital personas, your digital clones, they can work 24/7. They don't become tired. They don't need to eat. They can be just presented at the best capacity and shape anytime anywhere in the world. And this is exciting, but at the same time, it's a lot of gray area with the legal aspect and deep fakes, because internet and digital is exploding with a lot of fake stuff within it. And this is something that needs to be controlled. Let's say I was actually surprised how deep fakes affects the fashion. Obviously, we all know about deep fakes. This is something, it's a digital illusion that creates fake images and visuals, videos that convincing people in something that doesn't exist. And this is something scary because it might mislead a lot, and especially in a question with digital likeness and digital clones and personas, a lot of information can be just misleading from the real stuff. Great example of that, Tom Cruise. He never, the famous actor, Mission Impossible. I'm sure you all watched his latest movie. He doesn't have any social media presence, but apparently there are tons of deep fake around his persona. People create accounts, fake accounts, and they showcase the life that doesn't exist. So this is something that needs to be regulated, and there is pros and cons, obviously. It's a transparency dilemma, consumer trust, and personalization power. And there is an article that talks about deep fakes in fashion, and they predict by 2025 that 90% of visual content would be deep fake. And apparently, lots of influencers right now, they're already really practicing this. You can see this little GIF on my presentation, where you would never ever say that this clothes is not real, basically. So brands, they use this deep fake trend to showcase that something doesn't exist, to promote themselves, to make money. Just this is like almost the crowdfunding idea, when they just show stuff without actual selling, or they sell that something doesn't exist, but then they work and deliver clothes or accessories or something else. How does it feel to me? Yes, it feels fake. It feels not right, maybe, but this is something that's rapidly evolving, and this is something that needs to be controlled and somehow regulated. So, and it looks like the deepfakes influencers will be the future in a way, because even digital avatars, they also consider to be deep fakes. So there are a lot of AI tools already existing to regulate that, and to detect deep fakes, to leave basically to eliminate these error rooms, and make sure that we consumers, we see actual the authenticity and truth information. Okay, next, it's like a role of creative directors in the whole new Web3 era. And for me, this really comes down to the battle of ideas and concepts, because essentially the technology allows us to come up with anything like in the minutes. And right now, this is just to stand out from the crowd. It's basically all about creative ideas and concepts and matter of execution and time. And this whole thing is definitely reshaping the whole fashion industry and the approach of it, because the former photographers, they become creative directors because they don't use real light and skills and technologies that they used to produce certain visuals. Now they really manage it on the computer or with other skilled people who can execute 3D avatars, environments, AR. So this is really about the vision and battle of it. And I believe in human AI collaboration. So this is something that we need to really adjust to, learn technologies as fast as we can for this good collaboration and unlocking the new possibilities. And we need to really think about that it's not a question of AI replacing creatives, but of AI enhancing and streamlining the work. It's a new standard, it's a new norm that we need to accept and just play with new tools, achieving pretty much same results. Great visuals, amazing ideas, great storyline and storytelling, and just handle and leverage capabilities we have. And here's some takeaways, and I'm gonna finish this presentation. So the fashion is the forefront of technological transformation, where Web3 is reshaping creative landscapes. The harmonious coexistence of tradition and innovation, where human creativity and AI collaborate to push boundaries. Basically, that's what I said. Protecting digital likeness and respecting copyrights. This is a new ethical norms and standards in fashion. And the battle of ideas and concepts. This is what thrives in a competitive environment where unique creativity and speed are paramount. We have to embrace the fusion of creativity and technology. The fashion's future is captivating journey of adaptation innovation, led by creative minds and powered by AI. So that's it. Thank you, everyone.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. So a question is for you. Are you going to create your own digital twin avatar? And if so, how are you going to use it?
Oh, this is a great question. For me, the thing is, I believe that people that already have a massive following, the existing real human influencers and top model stars, this is something that they can explore 100%. That's a new possibilities and opportunities to monetize. For people without a huge following, I don't think it really makes sense. Otherwise, they really can just come up with any digital human persona and come up with a whole new world that can be also data driven to really basically fulfill the needs of the crowd. That's how I look at that. So for myself, maybe, I don't know, maybe if I'll explore this more of a blogger influencer path, maybe that's gonna happen, but I'm not sure.
And do you think, what's the future of the influencer economy with this? Because we saw the big boom of people, young people wanting to become a YouTuber as like a top career. Do you think that's still going to stay, being an influencer on Instagram, on YouTube, on, I guess it's OnlyFans these days, there's so many different platforms out there. Or do you think that's going to completely go with these virtual avatars that can stay 16 forever?
Yeah, I think we're not there fully because technology is still expensive, and this is something that would require some time and evolution of technology to make it that simple and easy. So I believe we still have some time to build some presence with us real humans on YouTube, Reels, TikTok, and so on. So myself, I'm planning to do that. So I think this is something, if you're not there yet, you must do it. Otherwise, the competition will be super tight very soon. And obviously it will also, we will share the landscape with the digital avatars, and they might take away some money from the whole process. So we really have to just don't think too much and just act and explore the possibilities, opportunities we have.
Yeah, and I think we all need to be also careful in terms of the tools we use, what information we put out there, and the terms and conditions, because some of these tools will be training their AI with the data that we share, and just holding people accountable in general. So, for example, I've been asked to speak at a conference, and they wanted my images to create an avatar. So I was like, yep, absolutely fine. They wanted to then use my voice from the event as well to then power that avatar. But the contract and the agreement basically gave them access to my name, image, and likeness for perpetuity to commercialize it all around the world. And of course, I trust them as a company, but you just never know. Maybe that company gets bought out by someone else. Maybe so even if you're dealing with one person in the company, there are other people involved. So always good to just check the legal side of these elements. But yes, thank you so much. Any questions from the audience?
Just actually, I missed to tell, this is the first person who will be digitalized. This is the model that a resident of the digital.com agency, and she will be the first model to be digitalized. So I guess like any technology, and we need to test the path to see what's going to happen, and then we can jump on that.
Fantastic. And does anyone else have any opinions on virtual influencers in the audience? Questions? Are you guys all going to create your own digital twin or avoid it? Love to get a sense. So next up we have myself. We had, unfortunately, Nima couldn't join us today, super busy planning AI Fashion Week. So I'll be doing a presentation, and then we've got Dirk, Lohman, and a whole range of other speakers speaking. So thank you, and I'll